My fellow Liberians, despite our diversity, we are a united people, a great and noble people. Through the strength of our unity and the resilience of our determination, we have begun to rebuild a ravaged country and have survived 2 deadly health crises. Our people have stood together as one united people, ready to face the future. Whether you are a fisherman of Grand Cru and Sino, the hunters of Grand Jide and River G, the farmers of Lofa and Bapolu, the Gola and Vai dancers of Bumi and Cape Mount, the hospitable people of Bassa and River Cess, the warriors of Maryland, the miners and explorers of Nimba, the merchants and traders of Bong, the welcoming people of Magibi, or the melting pot of Montserrado. We are one people, Liberians. We have a great challenge and opportunity ahead of us. In unity, we will rebuild this country as a shining example in Africa, demonstrating the power of a determined and united people. Our economy and our national budget will expand and grow like never before. We will improve the lives of our people and put smiles on the faces of our citizens. I promise you that together we can and will do the job. A new day is on the horizon. The time for babysitting is over. God bless you and God bless Liberia.
Come on, Denzaya. Daddy, my business, you catching fever. Getting serious like empty river. Ain't no stopping by the river. And as we coming, we sweeping, we cutting, we moving all the way. We coming, we gotta be coming. As we coming, we sweeping, we coming. Anywhere we meet obstacle, we gotta be coming. We coming. We better than be coming. When the year is nearly checking you again, guys. C'est coming, c'est faux, et à mon tour, sans gouverneur, ça n'a pas coming. Everybody's talking about a maker, and it's gonna come here, but I can't move. Everybody's talking about a maker, and it's gonna come here. When the year is nearly checking you again, guys. From the shore of the Gorilla to the peak of the Himba Mountain, we coming, we better be coming, and we coming from the pistol to the shores of the shepherds. We better be coming, young guy, you're the we coming, we better be coming. From all the way, my putu to the peak of Warokisi. Say one, say two, say three, say four. Come here, we coming. We better be coming. We coming. We better be coming. We coming. We better be coming. Everybody's talking about a maker, Elizana, come here, but I can't move. Everybody's talking about a maker, Elizana, come here. When the year is nearly checking you again, Gazukoa. And when it comes, nobody should hold me. Everybody's celebrating as I'm dancing to my right and I'm dancing to my left. Casa to Rivers, yeah, all the way to Bone County. From the County to Granchida, River Chase, I know Maryland and Tanker County. Love came up on me and Bapo County. We come in, where's our big coming? They are meant to sort out. We come in, where's our big coming? Say come in, say for they are meant to sort. Where's our big coming? Kitcha, ABC, kitcha, kitcha, ABC, kitcha. Say one, say two, say three, say four. Come in, there is gonna be come in. Okay, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your time. I appreciate everything that you are about to do right now. And let me see if I can hear myself. In unity, appreciate everything. Good. We are on course. Okay, that's good. We will be having a good show today. Today we'll be having a good show. I know some people are expecting it to be fire, but relax. We're not going to act like them. We're not going to behave like them. Share the video, like the video. You can also follow me on Twitter. You can follow me in the general group is there. You can follow me on Facebook, and also you can follow me on YouTube. TGN TV, you will watch it right now live. My name is Munel Kishen, aka the General. It's up to you to do your homework if you want to know what the General is all about. So, we are here to talk about Alexander Cummings. And also, we are here to push back on the detractors. We are here to tell the political enemies, if you honor my post today, please let us be respectful of each other. You are free to speak, but if you don't have anything to say, just watch the show or pass by. Enough is enough. Everything is on the table. Nothing will stay back. We're not going to release everything to y'all. We'll take our time. But listen, I've been following the news from this morning, and I've been receiving calls. I receive calls. You got what going on? Relax. Listen to me. Up to now, you don't understand Liberian politics. Up to now, you don't understand Liberian politics. The people that always, listen to this, the people that always run with the news, they are the liars. They are the one who losing, and they will always run. They will always find some fault. They will find different type of, almost like a man on high sea and the ship capsized, and he can't swim too good. Every little thing that comes his way, he going to touch it. He will try to grab on it. Every little thing, he will try to grab on it. So we know them. Don't let it scare you, my people. Don't let it scare you. Oh, ain't move me, oh. Let me tell the real truth. Ain't move me. The people said that we tamper with a document. They say we tamper with a document. That's what they say. They say, oh, we finger the document. But every time when you come to this thing, they get new something. Liberians, please. Only in Liberia, politics is dirty. Because the people that are into politics, most of them, lies is embedded into them. So it's not easy for truth. It's not an easy thing for truth to enter the body. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy. So they always, the first news that came on, and one of my ANC people said, call me. Oh, so Mr. Cummings signed a document. Mr. Cummings signed a document. The people say, Mr. Commission signed no document. That Nathan signed a document. I say, relax, my brother. So I got to tell my friends, I say, listen, I must say I piss off just like you, but relax. I said, why Mr. Commission signed a document? I said, Mr. Nathan is the chairman for ANC. But what did ANC framework say? When you are the chairman of CPP, you are the political leader of CPP. Oh, they didn't even know that. The same people, it's not that they don't know. It's not that they don't know. But they are so desperate. It is a shame for UP, my people. A ruling party for 12 years. The party that ran Liberia for 12 years. Today are at the worst point. They are at the worst and disgraceful position, and they are so desperate until they are out of option. They know nothing what to do anymore. Why you think Serena Cephas came from the court and refused to answer question? Why Mo Ali answer question today? I wonder why. My people, you know, they might fool some people, but they can't fool all the people all the time. One like me, nobody can fool me. I read my thing for myself. I can't understand. I will ask somebody who know more than me. But nobody will fool me. Only people like you who don't want to accept the truth will be fooled. But I know I got few of them honor yet today. Few. Some of them will tell me, say, oh, you're disgrace. Some of them will tell you, say, you shameless. Some of them will tell you, say, you talking nonsense. Some of them will tell you, say, come and finger the document. Some of them will tell you, say, yeah, that photocopy. Because you know why? They and myself will not the same. I control it and I know more than them. That's why they listen to me. You don't got to be a rocket scientist. You don't need no extra degree. That when they say you say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, you're supposed to know which one come before the friend. You're supposed to know. They came out, they said, Mr. Commission signed a document. That the first mistake they saw. You know, Mo Ali talk about it too. The men who not Christian and Muslim talk about it. You know, the butt naked boy talk about it too. Oh yeah, Mr. Commission signed a document. You see the fraud? It's shameful. It's funny. It's serious. But it's disgraceful. It's disgraceful. The chairman of CPP, when you are the chairman of CPP, if Yombli Kanga was the chairperson of CPP, she now, at the time, she's the political leader of CPP. She's not just the chairman of CPP is not just an ordinary chairperson like Molba Molu or like Bility. So he need to sign the framework document. Benjamin Yeten. In fact, what they even know that the Darius Dillon, the Yombli, for them to get on the ballot, it was signed by Nete. They stay no. They stay no. Then Mr. Comey signed it. That ANC chairman, because the leadership was in the ANC area now. So, man, listen, my people, we trash it. Don't talk about it again. Don't be afraid. Because they don't know. So they were running. Then they came back. Oh, the document said July 10. And then again, the notarized paper, it said July 14. They bought naked bought top about one long time. You know, Liberia is so bad. People who you trust, that you give document to, everybody working for each other. But what most Liberians don't know,
If I file this document and they call me and I refile it, it's not a crime. Once the deadline, it stay in my favor. It is not impossible. It have happened before so many times. You even right in this great country, people went to do their citizenship. They write them back and send a document and say, listen, you need to fix it. The people went there and took a document. Boom, on Friday. On Friday, they receive it. Thank you. Friday, you don't get nothing to do on Friday. Nothing to do on Friday. But you see, only criminals can think the way they will be thinking right now. But why they carry on Friday? Is there a law that I cannot deliver on Friday? Is there a law that a woman cannot even have a baby on Tuesday or Monday or whatsoever? Why ANC took it there on Friday? Mr. Cummings not there now. Mr. Cummings is the head of the entire CPP. They took it there, they signed for it. They called them back on Monday. They said, oh, y'all made a mistake here. Y'all made a mistake. There's no notarized letter. So you got to take it back. They both took it back and brought it on Tuesday, no, the 14th, the following day, Tuesday. They've been using it. Let me ask you something. Why they will want to finger a document, because you guys love fingering. Why they will want to finger a document after neck call, then at the time they finger it? Why they didn't finger it before they took it the neck? Oh. Maybe some of you ain't get sense. When you say I'm not talking to my good people. I'm not talking to the patriotic Liberians. I'm talking to the one who stay commenting, because I can't see the comment, but I assume it, who commenting and making some nonsense. If they wanted to change the document, if they don't, they had a document with them. A Luscious store and the chairman had a document like this. Why they finger it all that time? They will have to take it to neck, and neck call them back, and they take it to go notarize it, and then they finger it. Stupid and never die for truth. Oh, good devil. I believe it. Devil said, devil get your own people on earth here. Wow. So, it is not wrong. It is not against the law. The problem is with neck. If I take this paper to neck, and neck receive it, neck was supposed to check the paper. If it's wrong, neck say, oh, but listen, there's nothing there. The same way, the Solicitor General fingered the evidence, remove all the copies, and gave it to our lawyer. It was a big copy like this. The lawyer could not go through all the thing because he already gave the lawyer one before. When the lawyer went to his office and tried to look at the evidence, then he realized, he said, oh, damn, some of them out. Then he looked at the other copy and said, no. He called, he said, listen, you made a mistake. What is that? It was let me put it in a simple manner term. It was an earnest mistake. That means they didn't do it intentionally. Oh, that one? No, you ain't get it yet. When President George Weah took a document to the Senate passed it. And while they were putting the document together, they mistakenly left one of the paper back. And they took it to the president to sign. When the president noticed that one of the paper was out, but guess what now? That one, he was just dumb. The House noticed that one of the paper, they rushed it there. When they took it to the marshal, then the president said, in fact, I will veto it. Like Brent Post started dancing, they say the president vetoed the paper because it's not correct. How can the president veto his own thing that he sent? His own thing that he put together. The people signed it, but they left one sheet behind. And the people took the sheet to the marshal and said, oh, no, we made a mistake. This is the other people. Then the president vetoed it, and everybody started dancing in the streets. Said, oh, the president vetoed. How can you veto your own thing that you carry? I just give you an example. So, Elisha told them deliver the paper on Friday. The clerk signed for it. He said, okay, today Friday. You know, in like brother said, when you want jail somebody, you jail them on Friday, because Friday after 3 o'clock, that's it. He said, thank you, sir. I will deliver it. He signed. He received it. Monday, they went through it. Going through the document, they noticed that there was no notarized letter. They called. Hello? Elisha store. Okay, Nathan, the document you brought here is incomplete. You will have to go and notarize it. They went back on Monday. They took the paper. You know why? Because they still had time frame. They were still in the time. They went and notarized it and brought it. NEC look at it and say, okay, bam. Do you expect for NEC to lie and say, okay, I will put it to the 12th? They are aware it's not legal, it's not illegal, it's not a crime, it's not alteration. It got nothing to do with alteration. Then it said, oh, but the thing I call that black, that photocopy, that photocopy, they just bring it different. Photocopy, we can't do it. Today, what they do want to talk about today, Deviata Brown Lasana took the stand. The other lawyer, former UP lawyer, asked the woman, that copy that in your hand, is that the original copy? She said, yes. How will it be the original copy? The woman said, because on this copy, they have a wet signature and stamp and everything. This is the original copy in our possession. This is the original copy. You sure? The woman said, listen, don't bring that nonsense. Let me just say that one. Because I saw in her heart, she was cursing him. Say, don't bring that nonsense around me. This is the original copy. Okay. My people, let me ask you something. Do you know what makes something original? Do you know what makes something valid? If you take this pen, and you sign with this pen or wet ink, you sign and you stamp it and you give it, it's valid. If they accept it, it's valid. It's the original. If there's any other original, Unity Party, you can bring it. Liberty Party. My people, this document was signed on Zoom. Oh, Zoom. Anything that is signed virtual and then you print it out is copy. Whether it can be black and white. When they say black and white, that means the sheet was white and they writing black. You understand? You can go. Let me show you this. You cannot even convince. It don't have to be color. And in fact, it's a color. But the color is not clear. It is a color. It's almost like if a ink is finishing and you print. That's how the color. The logo on there is not black. It's almost look like a bright. That means the ink is dull and ink. In fact, the cartridge, because I want to use of them old something. Now, if I print it, it will come out good. Let me show you. If I go there now, it's on the internet. If I print it out with a dull ink or ink that is finished, maybe my magenta or another ink done finish, it will not come out with the exact color. It will come out different, like one of these color then back here. Let me see, like this one all the way down here, color like this. That is how it look like. Oh no, we cannot and testify. We can testify on to a photocopy. They accepted it. They ain't talk about that one. Joseph Boakai ain't go to court. We get to Joseph Boakai. I will tell you why Joseph Boakai ain't go to court. So the woman said they were embarrassed. All they wanted, they thought the woman was going to tell and say, "Oh yes, it's a photocopy, but you're lying." The woman said that the original copy. My people, on Spoon, every one of them went on Spoon and lied there before. They see more Ali told us that the thing was signed on Zoom. Everybody say it was on Zoom. If you sign something on Zoom, how do you expect it to be like? And then they put it in a chat room, in the WhatsApp pages, and every one of them received copy. If you sign something virtual, what you mean? What you mean? The signature page is real. It's not even photocopy. It's the same ink, wet ink. Then they say, "Oh, the first lie they gave you." They say they took the signature page from the other place and put it there, and then they took the page from the other one that said May 19 and they put it on top of it. You can carry it to God and calm down. It's legal. That is the original. Now, Mr. Cummings don't have the original. Ben Nairo don't have the original. Mr. Boakai don't have the original. Where is the original? Let me say this today. You know, when you pointing finger like this other one coming back to me. If you go in the bush, pick your medicine, the other one coming back. If I wish, I don't know if it's something good I should wish for. If they cancel this document, say the document is a fraud, they throw it outside. They will sue NEC because Darius Dillon, Yombly, everybody who won on that document will have to leave the seat for re-election because they gave forging something. And my people, let me tell you this today. Maybe some of you are into politics. That is why you're continuing to vote for the wrong people. And some of us there, we will not get a winner because we always on the right side, but the right side don't win. When it comes to collaboration in Liberia, it never worked. It never worked. 1952, Tottenham, the opposition, for them to put themselves together to be strong, they allowed President Tottenham to change the entire damn thing, and he went for re-election, and he was there for 27 years. 1985, Samuel Doe, the opposition failed to bring themselves together against Samuel Doe. 1997, the opposition party failed, miserable, to go against Charles Taylor. It happened in Banga. I think Banga was named with George Weah and Ure whatsoever. When George Weah left, he said, "Me, I run it, I'm not waste your time." Then, this one, everybody said we're not going to work. They put what they want to put in there. Let me tell you what another problem I'm going to come up. Another problem. Maybe we're telling you because some of you, I know some people post, the comment is out. So for those of you who telling me, hello, how are you? I'm happy that you're watching. Share this video. Look, the next problem that will come for CPP, because the document based on consensus, that means the four parties must agree to cancel it. If four parties leave, it's still not cancelled. If three parties walk away, it's still not cancelled. The one that will lead there is for you. If one say yes, the other three say no, it will not work. You know what I'm saying? That is why when you listen to Joseph Boakai, when they were pulling out, he said we call meetings and blah, 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 and there was no quorum because the four party must be present before you have any meeting. But why he know that if the leader is not there, the next person can be represented. But according to, and that's true, nobody there. So we agree. Now, this is the disgrace. This is the disgraceful part. Omer Boaka noticed that he had been set up. Omer Boaka got the information when Serena Sifo said he make history by bringing in the highest government official ever in the history of Liberia to a lower court and subpoena him. And his plan is to disgrace him. So when the Omer saw it, the Omer said, I'm not going to that damn court. Instead of them talking to the lawyers, they're getting free consultation now from other good lawyers. They say it is possible that you can even turn down or subpoena. You can file something else because what? You are the major opposition. You cannot be a state witness for the government. You cannot. And two, yes, they said that the document, it's alleged that the document is fraudulent, was tampered with. But that's not where you're going to make your case now, Omer Pape. Going there to make your case to defend the government because you gave the case to the government already. They will eradicate you, and because when they finish with you, our lawyer will finish with you, and then when we read again, we'll subpoena you too, because our lawyer has the right to subpoena anybody as witness. So the witnesses that this lawyer bringing right now, Serena Sifo's bringing, he the one in charge trying to prove his case. A lower court, the lowest court ever, take 4 months to go through a subpoena. Through a misdemeanor or misdemeanor, not even, or the highest you will go to jail for if the rather won't be bad at 1 year. Or they fine you. So, the Omer noticed it. You see, when you're too wicked, now what happened? And I want to say thank you to the ANC people. Yes, we said we should go there today. Thank you for restraining yourself. Thank you very much. But enough is enough. UP, don't think you get away with certain things all the time. They say you don't have to fight to be a man, but sometimes you must fight to be a man. To show how desperate, and I want to say kudos to Mr. Cummings for being so patient and without even uttering a word. UP have shown themselves to be desperate. They are disgraced. They are corrupt, insulting a man an innocent man, calling him rogue. When you get Joseph Boaka, who worked for 12 years, took so many bribes, so many brown envelopes, because when you go into the legislature, you pass through his office. A man who his entire staff were criminals. They were stealing, negotiating. Bob Naked had a case on him with a continual problem. So we know that. A man who cannot give account of his own salary, $5 million that he broke today. Your people calling Mr. Cummings roll. So now it's UP, CDC against Alex Cummings because Alex Cummings is too strong. Liberian people, Alex Cummings strong. It have never happened in our history. It is clear the Liberian people want to change. The Liberian people believe, and you're just expose yourself. My question, why Serena Sifo, that the first time since the case started, that the first time Serena Sifo refused to talk to the press. that the first time a non-Muslim, non-Christian refused to talk to the press. You listen to Councillor Boo. She said something. Some people didn't understand what she was saying. She said, these are the people who want to lead. She was not talking to ANC. If this is the case, then let us just stay. That means we'd rather stay with George Weah. But you know what she said that for? You brought a case and you can't even find, you don't have evidence to prosecute. 4 months, the justice minister asking for evidence. 4 months. If ANC members and friends of Cummings were not law-abiding citizens, by now that's a problem in Liberia. If Mr. Cummings was not a leader that talking to his people behind closed doors say, do not do it. We cannot be like them. Let them shoot me. Let them do whatever they want to do to me. But the truth will prevail. And the truth is prevailing. Y'all will feed it. Y'all will pay the price for everything you're doing. Some of you young guys, I pray to God, y'all will get a job. But if to run for office, it will catch up with you. It will catch up with you. Why you should lie? Something that was signed on Zoom. That's why I want to concur with Fagon. The original is in Zoom. Your Sopino Zoom CEO. And your Sopino WhatsApp document, your Sopino CEO, the Zoom. Something that is in Zoom. Do you know what Zoom is? In the cloud. We signed it on Zoom. This boy who denied his own religion went around with a signing sheet. Went around with a signing sheet. Yeah, went around with a signing sheet. And brought it back. You see, none of the guys that have plans. Don't feel discouraged, my people. That's why I don't rush to talk. I reach to the point where I don't want to get vexed and start talking. I reached to the point because other people had to learn. Other people had to learn. I watched Spoon today I will watch it later on. The Stentor is saying, is this the photocopy? And the one they gave him a photocopy, the photocopy and send it to him. And he said, is this the one is legal? You talking to somebody who is legal minded. You're not a lawyer, Stentor. Then you expect the woman to say, oh, we're wrong. No. ANC did nothing wrong. When I take a document and give it to you, the first thing you go through that I'm a human being. No mistake is allowed to be made, but if it is made, it's a mistake. I am a human being. I take a document. We all trying to beat the time, and I give it to you. And let me tell you, it happened to us. We went to register my brother. We gave them the copy. They said they wanted the picture. They want a color picture because they can't see the people's faces. So they want the original picture of the people because we were registering as an independent. When you register as an independent, it's totally different when you register as a political party now. So everything was fine. They took it from us. So listen, they took it. The following day, because we went there on Monday to beat the deadline, and they called us back and said, no, we cannot identify some of the faces. So we want the pictures on it. We have to take it back and put the pictures so they will see the faces. Because you need 40, we're collecting 40 from each district, 40 Liberians with their addresses. So if I go to NEC with this paper, I give it to NEC. The clerk look at it. Okay, no problem, sir. It's on Friday. The clerk say, okay. The next day on Monday, Saturday, no work. Sunday, no work. Monday. Then, I want to say this to Stanton. I believe, even just by you saying, there's a word that you use on people, they will know that when somebody tell you, say you ought to know better. Mr. Cummings, who work with Coca-Cola and this and that, listen to me. And a big mistake we're making here. The political leaders sat together, the lawyers explain. According to their own document, the lawyers explain. And when they finish with it, they turn it over to the committee. Mr. Ure said the same thing. They turn it over to a committee. On that committee, they got every party represented to pile it together. Then a Luscious store alone sat down and put it together. A Luscious store and Nathan are the only people can go to NEC to register it. You see that? So everything was put together. And they left. Look at the chat room. The resolution, everything was done. Talking, communicating, everything fine. They praising Mr. Cummings. They went there. They talked. They were happy. Everything was fine. They celebrated. Show us the fraud. Who will sign a document with no benefits? Article 8.5.1 that protects every political party that signed this document here. Why, my people? Is that how wicked you guys are? Bernard Ure and then the old man who we say got wisdom. We are very disappointed in you, old man. And you see the mistake you're making? Let me tell you, UP, how you're dead. UP is dead and finished. Y'all will go to, look, y'all will take us to court again. We're waiting for you. Because you're so desperate, y'all will take us to court. You know, criminals, sometimes they don't know when they're ready to steal. They just steal. The first thing, the case that at the Supreme Court, CPP versus UP, they are arguing on a clause, Article 5.1. That's what they're arguing about. Next, say this is our document. You the one sign it. They carry 7 lawyers. One lawyer beat all of them. They take it to the Supreme Court for the Supreme Court to interpret the law, not to go and say we have to judge. Supreme Court not there to judge whether the document wrong, whether it frauds you, whether it ain't frauds you. That's your business. They're going to look at it and say, my man, but it's clear in the Constitution. You sign this document, and this is your signature, eh? Okay, fine. It's the law. They will not change it. They will not tell you that it is your right to leave. So, you're trying to join. First, they were leaving because Mr. Cummings couldn't come to meeting. And it was alleged by Liberty Party, ALP, that the document was tampered with. But what you say, you don't say nothing. You don't say nothing. Then, when you wrote the letter, you put in your letter, because they tampered with the document. How can you say they tampered with the document? I thought you said alleged. The thing in court. You took Mr. Cummings to court. You said Mr. Cummings played with the document. Mr. Cummings did this. And Stanton, Mr. Cummings is not running a corporation that he must see the document, view the document before they take it there. Please, they got lawyers, they got people who run certain areas. Stanton, the chairman of a party and the secretary general runs the party. That is why Mr. Cummings, you were not supposed to sign, and he signed. They are the ones that are doing everything. The political leader in the parties, Once they are cheering, they're not just like an ordinary chairman. No, no, no. You think they don't know, but they won't fool you. They're trying to push you around because they say Liberian people don't know. We don't read. We don't read. Some people, the simple who dancing all over the place. Hey. You watch and see. The case in court. There is nothing wrong with you going to court. Going to court is not nothing bad. Let me tell you the real truth. Going to court is not bad. The only thing that's bad about it if you try to suppress. And now let me tell you, so many mistakes that the Solicitor General been making, that been doing so many mistakes. You do not subpoena by telephone. You don't subpoena. The judge is the one that's supposed to send a subpoena out. And two, you have no right to talk to Mr. Bwaka. Mr. Bwaka, it is not, you're not just a lawyer. No, sometimes we you bringing him as a state witness, you got no conversation with him. The sheriff could meet him, but not you to have a long conversation with Mr. Bwaka on the phone, telling him what? The first thing, you tamper with documents. You tamper with the evidence. And you took the phone to call your witness. No. You subpoena it, that's it. Finish. And the other the other lawyer said, Mr. Bwaka don't have to go. They got 5 ways to cancel a subpoena. 1, he's an opposition. One of the biggest opposition going to be a state witness for government. So when you were going to the court, what all you been thinking about? What you were thinking about that they're just going to grab Mr. Cummings and put Mr. Cummings in jail, or they will cancel everything and everybody go about the business? What you were thinking about? What is the plan B? I hope you got a plan B to get out. I hope you got plan B. Because if you don't get plan B, you're on your own. I'm saying it. But it was a disgrace to see UP insulting Mr. Cummings. It was a disgrace to Mr. Bwaka. But it's not strange to us. Maybe it's strange to you. They see UP people insulted Ellen Johnson and Mr. Bwaka ain't said nothing. They bought naked ball, cursed Mr. Cummings out, and Mr. Bwaka ain't said nothing. They bought naked ball, got all the rated X picture on Facebook. Mr. Bwaka stayed dancing with him. The other Secretary General pregnant tell the people dollar and told the guy to go have abortion. Mr. Bwaka stayed dancing with him. Mr. Bwaka got a fat kid who calling another UP member rebel. Amin Moda calling another man because the man from Nimba County and Amin Moda from Lofa calling the man rebel because the man he's from Nimba County. Kepa Doyen or Soyan, something. The men are rebel. You see? That's the same thing. That is why they push the former chairman on the bus because he's from Nimba County again. That is the divisive politics. The non-Muslim and Christian kid, they were the same one during the Ellen Johnson time, calling people traitors and they're committing treason, they are rebels and all kinds of things. Today, they're in the forefront, trying to survive, thinking that when Mr. Bwaka take over, that the time to steal, that the time to eat, and they lying publicly in the eyes of the Liberian people, in the eyes of the suffering Liberian. People are struggling. What happened at the place today? I blame the Spoon Network for that. Because He was the one who was trying to put all the fire and saying that free announcement. All UP members or all ALP members, you are hereby invited to Temple of Justice. Mr. Bwaka will be showing up today. And you know, most of the UP members are all rebels too, eh? Plenty of them. And they were there cursing. You know what's happening today? Sometimes we got to wash our mouths. We got to watch what comes from out of our mouth. Where is the fraud in this document? Where? The color copy or the black and white? Received on the 10th and notarized on the 14th? Is that a fraud? The only people that would say yes, that means part of your brains are gone. The only people that could refuse that document, that neck. Ask yourself the question. The Solicitor General, he get big mouth. Why he refused question today? Why we're not talking about the testimony of Lasana? Why? Madam, is that document in your hand? The original, they must say yes. You show a load like photocopy. They must say no, they're not photocopy. It have a wet signature. It have a stamp, rear, and this is the original in our possession. My people, I know some of you guys were a little afraid today. I get it. Some people were calling for, in fact, some people were calling to react, to retaliate. But everything is on the table now. I put into the chat room the other day, I said, let us slow down on the UP people, the tension. But I think it reached to the point where we can't turn the other cheek again. We cannot turn the other cheek. We will not insult you, but we will dig out and bring everything about Joseph Bwaka in public. We will dig out everything. The GSC report on Joseph Bwaka is $1 million cannot be accounted for. We will talk about it. Because that the one the government won't use to. We'll talk about it. All the money. The mental stealer gave the pickup, he got his share. Every envelopes that go to the Senate, he got his share. The money that go to the senator, the $30,000, he got over $100,000. Where is it? Where is it? All the scholarship money, who all benefited from scholarship under Mr. Bwaka when he was vice president? Mr. Bwaka, he put one quota on Lofa Highway. But for Lofa County, they vote on traditional land. But the one thing I love about them, if you get 5 men from Lofa County, they all will vote for that 5 men. They will separate themselves. So they're not together. Mr. Bwaka got his own. They said they're not going to vote if Mr. Bwaka Kennedy not in the race. So they will stay home. Then the independent people will get it. CPP refused to put candidate because CPP believed that Brandon Samoka was wrongly removed. That is why CPP said they were not putting no candidate. But Mr. Bwaka pushed Brandon Samoka on the bus because Ure told him that Brandon Samoka is getting too powerful in Lofa County than him. Because if Cummings, you stay in that thing, if Cummings become the chairman, Cummings will want to take Brandon Samoka out. That's why the Omen said nothing about Brandon Samoka. Oh yeah. Ure told Brandon Samoka and told Bwaka, you sitting down here, Brandon Samoka is getting too powerful in Lofa County, so the people ain't won't worry about you said. Yeah. Now he looking at Prince Mori, Senator Prince Mori from Bon County, because he's popular than Joel in Bon County, because Joel campaigned against him and he still won. But what he know, he want to based on CPP. All of them just making mistakes. Because of CPP, he won. You have everybody that campaigning for you. Because of him, Mr. Cummings, we had to let Snortel to go. Because of him, we had to let other people to go. We did everything. Mr. Cummings did everything. Just to consider peace, just to bring peace, just to make sure that CPP move on. But when Mr. Boakai took over the leadership, he failed us. Mr. Boakai failed the Liberian people, my people. It's not Cummings. Mr. Boakai failed the Liberian people. Not even Ure, not Yombly. Because we expected to be the man with wisdom. Mr. Boakai failed the Liberian people. They're not Yombly, they're not no Ure. He not no small man that they can use him. But what happened? He sat down there for butt naked and Mr. Ure to use him. I know deep down right now he regretting the decision he made. You don't leave a group and fight outside. Mr. Cummings, I gave you all my support, Mr. Cummings. You are a real leader. You are the example of a real leader. No matter what happens, they can't break you. Whatever they do, they cannot break your soul. You who you are. You are a man of integrity, honesty, and empathy. You really know what Liberian people want. You are the real change of Liberia. This is the first time it's happening in front of our face. To see opposition attacking, trying to kill another opposition. And to see opposition working with a ruling party. Mr. Cummings, you are a man. You are a real man. You the only one can unite Liberia, yeah? You the only one that will change that country. Me and I see if my own Liberian people will not waste our time. That the only man who don't give a damn if you're from CDC or ANC or UP, or he know you are Liberian. Because of that, let me go drink my water and I will leave you with Mr. Cummings. Y'all listen to him again. Y'all listen to
My fellow Liberians, despite our diversity, we are a united people, a great and noble people. Through the strength of our unity and the resilience of our determination, we have begun to rebuild a ravished country and have survived 2 deadly health crises. Our people have stood together as one united people, ready to face the future. Whether you are a fisherman of Grand Cru and Sino, the hunters of Grand Jide and River G, the farmers of Lofa and Bapolu, the Gola and Vai dancers of Bumi and Kipmount, the hospitable people of Bassa and River Cess, the warriors of Maryland, the miners and explorers of Nimba, the merchants and traders of Bong, the welcoming people of Magibi, or the melting pot of Montserrado. We are one people, Liberians. We have a great challenge and opportunity ahead of us. In unity, we will rebuild this country as a shining example in Africa, demonstrating the power of a determined and united people. Our economy and our national budget will expand and grow like never before. We will improve the lives of our people and put smiles on the faces of our citizens. I promise you that together we can and will do the job. A new day is on the horizon. The time for babysitting is over. God bless you and God bless Liberia.
Which of the political leader in your lifetime that speak like that, that gave a message of hope to the Liberian people and tell you we are one? The time of babysitting is over. Mr. Cummings' agenda, it is the people's agenda. Mr. Cummings' agenda will take you from mat to mattress. Mr. Cummings' agenda will give our children free education in high school, from elementary, from primary to high school. Mr. Cummings' agenda will give us a better health care. Our farmers will be called farmers again. Professional people will get into farming. People will switch into farming. And we're talking about agriculture, fisheries, all these things. People will understand our educational system will get right back in the next 3 years. Electricity will be our number one priority. Come with roads and drinking water, internet connectivity. Only one man telling us that we can do it. We shouldn't settle for nothing less. We've been around too long, 200 years. 200 years, Liberia, we still get airport with no light. We still begging people, but we're stealing. We steal more money that we could develop Liberia, and then we beg. We give our legislature $30,000 every year free. Every district in Liberia by this time, they should be boasting of 4 fire trucks in every district. Every district is supposed to be bragging by this time with 5 to 6 fire trucks every district in Liberia. Every district in Liberia should be bragging about with 6, 7, or 10 police cars and depots. But because the people you're putting, I won't use that word, let me take it back, that we gave power to. You gave them power and they suppress you and you still vote for them? Stop it, my people. Enough is enough. Know the truth for yourself. Know your role. Election is coming. They will come back to you. Some of them are prepared. They have already changed 3 months of their salary into liberty. They got a brand new money. They get it stacked up in a box. Imagine a man taking $40,000 of his salary. He didn't put it in one side. He now changed all to 500 because they don't want to get all the new money. They're waiting for next year to bring the rice. Some area they will get US, some places they will get liberty. Don't let them come back to you. They will not change. If you give them power, they will still do the same thing to you, Liberian people. Please, I beg you. Including President Weah. President Weah will not make the difference. Imagine President Weah supposed to go for re-election. He made the difference. Then you gave him 6 years and he not running again. You think he will do it? When he finish with you, he will tell you, that people love me. When he finish with you, by that time, some of y'all just imagine adding 12. Y'all already added 12 years from Ellen Johnson. Y'all add another 12 years. Some of y'all will say, oh, the man looking for a job. You can say what you want to say. Oh, the man looking for this. Say what you want to. Don't look at your future. Don't look at your children. Don't make it about yourself. The old people there, don't make it about yourself. Oh, we got our grandchildren. You got your grandchildren. You got your children. Let me put it to the way we say the same Liberian. That God just bless us who come to the country. But we're not better than y'all. We're not better than y'all. But we're only talking. It's just that we in a country they can take pay. Please do what is right for your country. You don't got to worry about yourself. It's not about you. Let me tell you something. Mr. Cummings believe if the Liberian people don't vote for him, he will not die. He will not change his family name. His grandchildren will not suffer. His children already working, they big. His wife will not suffer. Mr. Cummings will just be in Liberia eating chicken, dry meat. Maybe Mr. Cummings will go be in Maryland. He come back, he come to Morovia. He get his lay foundation running. His foundation getting money coming inside, his own money turning around. Mr. Cummings ready, he'll go America and come back. He will go Brazil, come back. The government that will be in charge will still won't be friends with Mr. Cummings. That we the one will be right there. That we the one. Mr. Cummings, instead of opening his school, that one school he opened. Look, Mr. Cummings can build 10, 15 schools around the country. Do you think it's warfare? No. Mr. Cummings, you know what? I don't understand that, but the thing when you get money, you just need to give the money out. There's certain business you would love to do. Some people get money, they want to do farming. Some people want to open companies. Some people want to open something. Some people just hold that money, they eat it. But if Mr. Cummings president, we will turn most of our schools into STEM school. Because our around the world today, all our neighbors, technology, we cannot deprive our children of that anymore. Some of us here, we came to America before we touched computer. I came to America before I touched computer in 1999. Before I had access to computer, I bought my first computer in 2001. It was a Gateway. You know, I like goods. I bought a good one, and I gave it to somebody. It done now. At that time, when I bought a computer, internet was just dial up. Then before all the high speed and whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? That today we can play. Yes, thank God for Liberia. We got children in Liberia that know all these things because of YouTube and whatsoever. But there are other children who don't have access to it. There is no way a child in Nimba County, Ganta or Tapeta should not have access to computer too. That's why when you're talking about base, let me tell your Liberian people, don't let the people fool you. If you continue to say they men from a country that you will suffer. When they're talking about base, you're talking about constituents. Your people that are supporting you, you get some of the young people behind you, the older people behind you. If Mr. Cummings got more young people, the same problem the young men going through in Monrovia, Monserrado, are the same problem the young men going in Sano. All of them got the same problem. No school, no light. Everybody coming to Monrovia because the place is crowded up. Mr. Cummings will not perform magic, but we can do it together. Those that have will sacrifice. Mr. Cummings made it clear. The people that are doing the work, we should take care of them. Mr. Cummings got a short-term and a long-term plan. They say dry meat sweet, but what you'll be eating till the meat get dry. So at the same time, we want good farming. We're talking about mega farming. Right will be on the market. Open market. Mr. Cummings believe in an open economy, open business. If I will bring cement, I brought a small place, my people. I bring my rest, I sell it, I pay the taxes. Mr. Cummings don't believe in taxing the ordinary people on all kinds of nonsense, because the more you put taxes up, the more it go on the people. So my people, I'm telling you, it's up to you. The future of Liberia is in our hands. You and myself. You that in Liberia. You that living all the way. My Mary, the Omar struggling. My Sarah struggling. My Yata. My Joa. My Lopu. All the people all the way in Grand Jideb, in Nima County, in Sano, River G, all over the place. These people are struggling. Monrovia is not Liberia, my people. Please, for God's sake. Why you think Mr. Cummings going to all these counties? You think he going there because he just want to go there? Mr. Cummings could sit right in Monrovia and just perform the scene where they're performing and say that the people guess who to vote for. It's not a guessing thing yet. It's not a guessing thing. It's not a guessing thing, my people. Please. We just want to tell you that UP disgraced themselves, yeah. UP went there today to fight. UP went there today with the intention that they will fight us and then the whole country will be on. Oh, ANC, and UP fighting. We're too good for that. We're too good for that. We're too good. We're too good. That's all they try to do today. Cussing Mr. Cummings. Roll, TV, roll, TV. How can you call an innocent man who never worked in government, you call him roll? But you get somebody who are there for 12 years. All of them who are there for 12 years, that behind Mr. Barker, for 12 years, they stole enough. Then you call innocent man. I see what they say, roll know how to beat another person here. I see what they say when roll ready to beat somebody, it can be easy. Yeah? UP done. UP is a disgrace. We're waiting for the lawsuit. We're not saying I'll go sue because we're expecting it. UP going to sue maybe CPP or maybe they'll sue Mr. Cummings again. They say the document of fraud, but the document are going to the Supreme Court. It's not for Joshua. They say they won't leave. We're not stopping them from leaving. But all what we're saying, abide by the law, the rules. Y'all put something there for Mr. Cummings, it catch up with y'all. They hold your dog for Mr. Cummings, you'll fall in the hole. Hey God. In Liberia today, the Cummings we want to. Tell me. In Liberia today, the Cummings we want to. Come on, 2020, Cummings will win the election to go to the executive mansion. He's our president. Oh, Cummings, yeah, we support you in Liberia. That may you love. Oh, Cummings, yeah. Infrastructure, that Cummings. Agriculture, that Cummings. Healthcare, that Cummings. Education, Cummings. Electricity, Cummings. Job creation, Cummings. Law and order, Cummings. Just by Cummings going to court, it will tell you that if Cummings is president, we're not going to be you. When the court, in fact, we will fix the court. We will fix the court when Cummings is president. We will fix it because he's seen it for himself. He's seen it when the people dragging him all over the place. Y'all don't know that's why Mr. Cummings refused to take helicopter during the campaign to go to other counties. He said he want to see first-hand information. While Mr. Barker was taking a small airplane, helicopter, and going around, Mr. Cummings was going by road. Liberian people, don't let them fool you. Mr. Cummings are the only man we know, yeah? And I'm forcing you, I'm only telling you that we can make him president. We want him to go negotiate on our behalf. That man you see here, you see the guy here with open teeth? That guy used to negotiate with countries for Coca-Cola. This man was in Liberia small that time Coca-Cola was in Liberia. This man went all the way to the top, yeah? We're supposed to be happy. General Georgia won the world best. But General Georgia are not a good leader. Because Georgia ain't understand leadership. He ain't understand it. So my people, that A, B, C, and don't forget, every Sunday, you answer the question for Cummings, you will get $10. And you won't go for the next one, you will get $20. So who is ABC? Who is Alexander Cummings? Also know the Constitution. Know about Cummings. What year Cummings was born. What Cummings' man and pa name. What high school he graduated from. The college. The first place he worked in Liberia. The college he graduated from Liberia. The places he worked. Which are the party Mr. Cummings in? No, don't be afraid. Then you tell me about Cummings' his first priority, infrastructure. In our infrastructure, what the first four? The first four, what? Electricity number one, roads, good drinking water, cell phone and internet connectivity. You see electricity in this modern world, the 21st century. If you don't have light, your internet will not work. If you don't have light, the hospital will not work correctly. If you don't have light, you know what happened? That because of light, jolted and die. That because of light, that what jolted and die for, because there was no light to the airport. Then today now, what government then? Y'all look at the guy. Y'all look at the man. Y'all look at this guy. Looks so presidential. This man is down to earth. This man is the most common man you ever. He don't show off. You see him with 10,000 cars in row. He's capable of bringing 20 cars together. He can patrol with 20 cars if he want to. But with the 20 cars make him to win? To show off to the people? No. This man will not build new house if he's president. He already got houses. This man will not buy no new car for himself because he got the best car that anybody want to ride. This man will not put no $2 million in the budget for his wife. He got friends and Liberian people who will find the money for her to use. This man will not be working for himself. He will put his business in trust fund. Somebody else will do a business. This man will not get his children job in the government. Let me tell you now, my people. You not see politicians turn out. You know why Liberian will not believe it for? And you're right. You're right not to believe it. Because all our politicians been lying. It almost the same way people call us from Liberia and lie to us and will send money. So when the real people call us, we believe them. Listen to me. Don't think that you alone now. I know you trust no politician. I know that. Because the politician then lie to you. And at the same way we're feeling too. We got some people in Liberia that can call us and lie. Oh, I came my man to the hospital. Oh, my son gets school fees and this and that. And then we catch them. So when the real people call us and say, hey, I ain't get food, I can say, look at the one, you're not going to be lied to me too. So that the same way, all the same thing. Every one of us is the same thing. You know what I'm saying? We got to work together, my people. What are you from CDC? I know George Weah disappointed you. He's disappointed. You never expected George Weah to be concerned about himself and his environment. He let you down. But I want to tell you today, Alexander Cummings will not let you down. Yes, I'm going to be supporting Mr. Alexander Cummings. But Alexander Cummings will rather convince you, bring you closer than me. Yes, I would see the ANC. But Mr. Cummings will rather to understand, because that's it. You go across the aisle. Mr. Cummings will not tell you, join my party before you work for me. No way. And nobody in ANC will ever utter that word to you to tell you that. Nobody in ANC will tell you, say, this is what Mr. Cummings promised me. If somebody get their own agenda, they can be fasting for now. The fasting, hey God, maybe I will be fasting till Mr. Cummings win. Hey God, let Mr. Cummings think about me. Oh. Hey God, I wish Mr. Cummings can look at my degree. Hey, yeah. They're fasting, but they can't bring it up. They can't bring it out. Let me tell you today. You call one ANC man, as they say, you know, In the other party, I know people who say if Mr. Bwaka win, they will be city mayor. I got my friend. My friend said he will be city mayor in Victor Castle. The other guy said he will go to defense ministry. But go ask one ANC man, say, so what kind of joy you going to get? Even if they want it, they will not tell you. Because they're scared. They can tell you. I know some people fasting right now. Some people stay fasting. Every week they can fast. So when Mr. Cummings take over, Mr. Cummings can think about them. But they can't say it. Because they're not the kind of man. Let me tell you today, Mr. Cummings will not take nobody who work in a electrical department in what the place needs Home Depot and made an LEC boss. It's not going to happen. Mr. Cummings will not take you because you are a nurse in America and then he make you minister of health. It means that you're nice, that means you can be minister of health. It's an administrative position. Even if you're a medical doctor, he ain't just going to put you to minister of health. Maybe you're a medical doctor, or if you're not a practicing medical doctor, maybe you get some business administration degree and you know all that, fine. Most of the hospitals in Liberia, in America here, the administrators are not doctors. You don't know that? The administrators are not doctors. So don't be surprised that under the Cummings administration, the police director might be a lawyer who did maybe criminal justice. Don't be surprised. Things will change. So it's not something that it got to be, from my own layman understanding, even a finance minister, you don't have to be an economist. But the deputy from debt management and other people, these are the people who do the work. But you will know, but not your business. You know, some economists, I don't know. I'm telling you. So, two things. You qualify, Mr. Cummings gave you the job. Competency or to produce. That's it. So even if you qualify, Mr. Cummings gave you the job, and you're not performing, he will tell you, say, my brother, I know that area too hard for you. Nothing personal. I think I can switch you around. Maybe I put you to the wrong place. Because I will tell you, people who, Mr. Cummings, what I look at and what I see, Mr. Cummings, I will play this interview. It's all on YouTube. I don't know if you can watch it. There's an interview with Mr. Cummings, 2019. Mr. Cummings said, if anybody who really want to run for president by this time, you should have a blueprint. You should be able to come in and start the same day. You don't have to work. You don't have to start thinking. You should start working on things. The first 3 years for Mr. Cummings, the people that will work under Mr. Cummings, you got to be strong. The first 3 years. Because performance. Hard choices. Hard decision will be made. Liberians will understand that. Look, Liberian people, freedom is not free. If you want for Liberia to develop, we should be prepared. When we say these things that if President Weah, we've been saying it a long time. There's a boy who came on my show one time. He gave some brilliant ideas. But President Weah only go on Facebook to see who all don't like him. This guy said, listen, in fact, I talk about the All Liberian Conference. I said, President Weah need to invite all the professionals from around the Liberian professionals. Bring them into Liberia for 1 month. Let them go together. Put a blueprint together for Liberia. Take it to the legislatures, pass into law, and move on. But Mr. Cummings got a blueprint. So Mr. Cummings bringing you to Liberia, you will rest assured that the men that are in Liberia will not undermine you. But at the same time, you will not disrespect the men in Liberia. And Mr. Cummings make it clear. Certain job in Liberia, we got plenty of people in Liberia that can do it. Certain job in Liberia, we must bring expertise. We must bring somebody who will change it. So we're telling people, you can't go to Liberia and start cursing the people that are there. They got people there for the job. I can tell anybody today, I would never ever in my life, whether they can be paying $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for inspector general position in Liberia, I would never take it. You know why? They got Liberians in that country that can do that job. They got Liberians there that can do that job. Even to be the minister of labor, they got Liberians in there. Everything boiled down to the president. When the president is sincere, the president is honest, the president can't stand stealing. Everybody that get job to will be afraid. Some people, don't listen, some people stay steal. Some people stay steal. You go to the Mexico border, they say if you cross with drugs, they will catch you. Some people stay crossing with drugs. They say if you smoke weed, you do drugs, they will catch you. Some people stay doing it. But the law is the law. Our country is infested with drugs. All the Zoko there in the street, they're not just because they're in the street. The country is polluted. Your thing at Mr. Coming, your thing at opposition job, that's the government job. When the government start a project, we can help. If any good government is serious to get the citizen involved in around the world, I'm telling you, I'm willing any day that the government can take certain percentage from my salary and put it into a good account for the government to use. But as you be able to vote from America from anywhere, absentee ballots. Now why America they get absentee ballots. People in different countries, other Americans, they send they vote, they request for absentee ballots and they vote. You know what I'm saying? We backward, my people. We backward. And if we want a developed country, we should be prepared to pay taxes. So these are the hard choices. Liberians are good people, special people, forgiving people. Why are we so divided? Because of our leader, because of politics? Because of politics, I see people are today on, you know, I hear people call Joe we are rule because the money lost. But the same people who call Joe we are rule call Mr. Cummings rule. UP. Is that, look, I'm happy that UP. Is that how desperate they are? Let me show you something. But one thing I would say, don't let them scare you. Don't be moved by all the rhetorics. By this time, you're going to see them running on spoon. And you saw when the ANC people on spoon today. I say, they surprised me. UP, UP, UP. UP, UP. You know what I can't get over? Even to pay the dues. They pay dues over, they're talking about copy, photo. They even pay the dues, but the cry say that photo that the woman say, but you ask yourself, they say Mr. Cummings signed the document, the file went the wrong way. They know that when they were talking there, somebody called and say, guys, I don't want that in the paper, you're stopping now. They slow it down. They say, oh, that photocopy. They went and photocopy it, and then the lawyer said, Madam Commissioner, that paper It's a photocopy. She said, no, this is original. It cannot be original. That's a photocopy. Where's it? Then he said, where's it? The must say, this is signature. It's a wet signature and stamp. He said, where's the color? The must say this. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Mr. Bwaka refused to go to the court today because Sereno Cephas said that he make history to subpoena him. But you see, sometimes you don't know, like Isaac Jackson was saying, there are 5 different ways, or in fact 7, that you can refuse a subpoena. You could go back to the court and tell them, say, nope, I cannot be a witness for the government that I'm fighting. I cannot incriminate myself. I got nothing to do with that case. Finish. That's it. But instead, you decided to so waiting for them next week again, yeah. Right now they're going into the little zoo bush. They're coming back with something new. Listen to me, and you're the UP people too. If this thing were in your favor, you were coming to run to Spoon, but instead you ain't go to Spoon. Mo Ali refused to interview, and Solicitor General refused to interview. Everybody gave it. Tell me, you're corrupt or UP corrupt? Anyway, guys, I'm done already. But so let me just go through the comments and see some of the fun. I got to put my song together. I will write that song good. In Liberia today, the comments we want to. In Liberia today, the comments we want to. Come on, 2023, comments will win the election to go to executive mansion to be our leader. Oh, comments here, the man who we want for our president. Eh, comments, oh, comments, the man where we want to for our president. ANC, eh, the comments, the man where we want to for our president. Liberia say, eh, that come in say, that man where we want to for our president. Come in say, eh, that come in say, that man where we want to for our president. Infrastructure, eh, that come in say, that man where we want to for our president. Job creation, eh, that come in say, that man where we want to for our president. Healthcare, eh, that come in say, that man where we want to for our president. Education, eh, that come in say, that man where we want to for our president. Agriculture, eh, that come in say, that man where we want to for our president. Don't hate the player, man, hate the game. Comments, I give it to you, man. You man. You the real man, ABC. You the real dog. I can't believe them fighting, cursing their men today. All in the man. Roll. Come and just say, you know what? You're forgetting. Oh. Y'all waiting on me? I just see the Tesla. Find a friend like Mr. Cummings. Yep. Okay, thank you. Another believer of God. Or that gay you're trying to say gay Cummings or God Cummings. Well, it's up to you, Missy. Okay. Move from here. Cecilia George. Okay, thank you. Now you don't want on my how will move now. You own my something or you telling someone how to move from here. I don't know, but that my patient. ABC too strong, man. Thank you. Yeah. Abraham. You are right, Emmanuel. 100% right. Yep. ABC is the man for Liberia. A man of honor. That's it right there. Thank you. They will watch us, leader. They will watch us. They will watch us. They will watch us. Yeah, Christiana, my winner, one of my winners from last Sunday. Your lead Cecilia. Yes, Cecilia say what she want to say. Cecilia is not married. Cecilia don't have a boyfriend. And the man she going with are not even her man right now. So you're just let her go. I beg you. But what do you think that comes not bringing the same level? No, man. Abraham Tamba, man. You yourself, man. When Christmas will be good, you will tell from the eve. You looking at it, man. You know within yourself, Tamba. Tamba, you know within yourself. I know you supporting GMB, but you know in yourself. Comments that correct me. Comments, you only want for GMB to be president because you think the papi were there for 12 years. So you want us to compensate him, but it don't work that way. Mm. Hey man, you say you just continue to listen to me, dwell. Don't make me allow people to suspend your page now because you get into my nerves and you continue to. If you cannot stay on the page, I will let them suspend you for at least 24 hours because you gave yourself, you gave a lot of evidence for them to suspend you. You don't know that. They let to listen to the butt naked man. What a guy need, man. They butt naked guy, man. What a guy need, man. The guy who got the picture, he laying down on the bed, butt naked. He was laying down on the bed. I know he went to the gay place, sleep carry. He even eat nothing, say sleep. And they want to say, in fact, they need to put it in actual. You don't see woman, you go take her trouser. Take her trouser. Oh, take her trouser. Let her stay there. She got enough friends. Cecilia, you cannot even. Oh, okay, that's Cecilia George talking to Dwayne. Dwayne get mail. No, I think that Dwayne that man, you might man say, I even know. Let me stop here. Okay, Ari Anderson say, Munel Kishen, stop wasting your time. Alexander Cummings is not going anywhere in this 23 election. Believe it or not, do something better with your time instead of talking too much on Facebook. Irene Anderson, I respect you, but if you're stupid to tell me I should do something special with my time, you need to find somewhere to go. You need to find something to do. You will not come on my page and disrespect me, Irene, and I will not take it from you. This is not a place Hopo Joe supposed to be. I beg you. You understand? All right. Oh, now D-Ware, he said types error, it is not a crime. But you the same one say why they had to do something different on the paper and work again. Oh. But y'all will suffer. Y'all will really suffer. Y'all UP people then. All that sedition. Which one? Oh, okay. Okay, guys. Y'all have a good day, a good night. I have to attend to another show. I should have been on another program. and I just saw the stuff. So I appreciate your time. And those of you who show up, share the video. Thank you very much. God bless you. Don't let nothing move you. Don't let them do what, don't let them push you around. They're nothing, they fail already. Bye for now. I love you.